Hey everybody, it's Jessica from Catholic Bomb Vibes. I thought I would show you today all of the resources that I have listed on the Ultimate Guide to Catholic Kids Shows and walk you through them one by one and show you just kind of what they look like and features of each little section. So the first thing we talk about is Catholic Kids TV shows that actually maybe appear on TV or apps online that you can look at. The first one here we talk about is the Catholic TV Kids Club. So if you look at catholictv.org, it gives you kind of an idea of the shows that are listed and shows you when they're on. So Adventures in Odyssey is on at 8 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and then Saints and Heroes is on Saturday at 7:30. And so on and so forth. So you can kind of see all of these little fun deals there. And then from there, you can actually watch live, which I'm not sure if there's anything on right now, but we can look. Or you can also listen live. Listen to the shows as they play them, I think. So sometimes there's nothing on, and sometimes there is.
Reacting to the March 7th riots that broke out in Italian prisons.
And now see, we have Catholic News Service. So there's more than just cartoons on here. So there's the Catholic News Service, and here's actually the schedule, Catholic TV schedule for everything, so you can see exactly what where the kid stuff is right here. See Adventures of Donkey Ollie. So they're either at night or they're during Saturday, which is a good time for cartoons for kids. Oh, side note. Catholic talk show is really good, so if you do get that, watch the Catholic talk show at 4:30. Alrighty, the next one to talk about is EWTN kids shows. They have the adult programming, they have kids programming. You have to look at the schedule for that. EWTN Kids has a game site that you can play. It does require Flash, Adobe Flash Player to play, and not all of the games actually work, but they do have an EWTN Kids play game. It's kind of noisy. All right, so I'm going to show you the YouTube shows, like the channels and the playlists that will work well for kids viewing. I'm going to include all of these here and a few other ones that I've found. So the first one is Catholic Movies for Kids, which is just a playlist of someone else put together, and we can check it out here. I just typed in Catholic Movies for Kids, and it's a playlist if you want to search for it. But as you can see, there is just a different selections from each little online specific thing. Lots of stories and videos about the saints, Bible stories, Cain and Abel. So, and some of them have been deleted, so maybe not the best option for you right now to find. There's only 21 videos here too, but this would be something to start with, I guess, and see like if you like this type of animation that is found on YouTube in terms of Bible stories and saint stories. So the next one is a Jesus movie, which is a Bible story animated cartoon. I haven't really watched it, but it's an hour and 20 minutes. So it has cartoon, talk about Jesus from the Good News. So there's that movie that you could watch. Next is Bible Stories for Kids, which is half-hour episodes of Bible stories. And this is a YouTube channel. So you can see here Bible Stories for Kids. The first one is about the story of creation. We talk about Father John teaching 3 children the story of our creation, and then it goes on to talk about different people in the Bible, which is pretty cool. And I really like this one just because it seems like it's simple and the episodes aren't super long, and so it's good for younger kids too. After Bible stories, we have a playlist called Catholic Kids. This user put together 62 different videos that have songs and videos for kids. So lots of different types of things here. Again, just a sampling of a bunch of different YouTube channels and videos like that, and a few deleted videos as well. So my advice to you would just be to find all these resources that you do like and make your own playlist, or you can just subscribe to a couple of the channels that interest you. So lots of different options in this Catholic Kids playlist here. After that, we have EWTN Kids, which is a great playlist of shows from the EWTN channel. I really enjoy them for their adult programming, so their kids programming I expect the same level of goodness from. So, and this one actually is a playlist as well. So somebody made EWTN for the kids, different saint stories and Mary and prayers and things that the kids would be more into. And this has Brother Francis online, which Brother Francis can also be found on the Formed app. So that's kind of an EWTN show there. Okay, let's move on. Beginner's Bible. Beginner's Bible is a channel that has again like a cartoon series for Bible stories, and this one is actually from the book, The Beginner's Bible. I remember having that when I was a kid, so it just kind of animates all those stories. So different episodes from Old Testament and the New Testament looks like. Really cool for that one too. After that, I kind of gave you a list here, so I'll kind of go into these maybe a little more. Just different Christian kids deals there. The next one is The Holy Tales. Again, a channel that you can subscribe to. Bible stories for children, a storytelling type of thing. These look like they're a little less sophisticated in terms of what the cartoon actually looks like. So if your kids prefer something a little more realistic, then maybe not go with this one, but it's really up to you and what you think is good content, really. Next one is Superbook TV. I wouldn't say this is necessarily Catholic, but it's a Christian, and they help you, if you go to the About section on each of these channels, it'll kind of tell you a little bit about them. This one talks about it's a book that transports you to fantastic adventures in ancient history. So it's just a different kind of a take on bringing the Bible alive for them. So more of a time travel type video. Giggle Mug is videos and cartoons for kids, but again, I don't think this one is actually like Christian. But there's probably things on here that could be okay for kids. Okay, Bible stories for kids, that's on here. So you could look at that channel or that playlist within this channel and find just a specific thing you want to watch. Then we have Stories of Saints for Kids. This one's really exciting to me. Christian Kids TV. They are making stories of saints. You got Saint Rita, Saint Ephraim, Mary, Birth of Christ. They're really breaking down the Bible into little, small pieces for the kids to digest. So I really like that as well. Let's look at Jesus Wonder Animations. This is another one I have on my list. Some really good, lots of Bible stories type of things. Even like the betrayal and arrest of Jesus, by betrayal by Judas. And that would be really cool for like Holy Week, and now you could talk about Easter and Holy Week and what happens to Jesus, and this would be hopefully not as graphic a way to describe like the death of Jesus. One I just found is Nan Tunes, and this one has lots of different videos, and you kind of have to go in and really sort them out. So it's like they have a bunch of popular movies and cartoons, plus the Bible in cartoons, in their own animation type of deal, and then it's like a multi-channel network, so it has a lot of different kinds. So this one you're going to have to maybe really just find one playlist that you like and go with it. I noticed it has some Old Testament stories. If you kind of scroll down, they also have Spanish versions as well. So here we have Old Testament Bible for children. You kind of have to search a little more in this because they have a lot of things on here. So that's kind of an honorable mention, I guess, is Nan Tunes. You could also find things on there that are geared toward the Bible, but not necessarily the best one I would recommend. And then looking at YouTube Premium to go without ads. So this is a way you could possibly not have ads on your YouTube and keep your kids from like seeing everything that's going on and all these different crazy ads they have these days. So you can try it free for 1 month, which is a pretty great deal. And then you have $12 a month. Gives you ad-free and background play, downloads, and music premium, which again, if you don't need that and you're already using something else, it's probably not the best deal for you. I guess check out this family plan. Set Family has a 1 month trial for $18 a month, but you can have up to 5 family members on that YouTube. So I guess from there you could, make a playlist for each person or subscribe for certain channels for each person. So that might not be the worst if you really wanted to have specific shows for specific children in your household. And then if you also do not enjoy the YouTube ads, which I usually don't, View Pure is a really great option for that. There's a free membership. All you have to do is enter a YouTube URL or search term and hit Purify, and it will show you the video in this screen without any ads or anything like that. We can go ahead and check it out here and see what it looks like, and I'll kind of give you an idea of what it looks like when you do put a video in. So there you go. That's all it is. You have there's nothing below, there's nothing to the side to distract you. All those extra videos they have over there that really keep you from watching the actual video that you have. I know my kids get really distracted by those on YouTube, so it's nice to have those just gone. And you can just show the cute little video or whatever you're having here. And that is like the YouTube rundown section of Ultimate Guide to Catholic Kids Shows. Okay, let's move on to all of these separate little subscriptions or sites we can use that aren't necessarily cartoons and aren't on YouTube. So the first one I have is GodTube, some really family-friendly videos that it has everything from music and good deed stories. If you click here, browse, you got comedy, ministry, sermons, movies, popular hymns, devotionals, Christian artists, and more. Let's go ahead and look at movies because I was curious. I didn't know that they had movies on here, so I learned something new too. So Christian family-friendly movies on GodTube, and these are all for free. Ooh, Heaven is for Real. That's the trailer though. Cool. So it gives you trailers, different films to look at. Gives you top artists to look at. Gives you devotional. So there's lots of different fun things you can do here. You can create an account, probably save all your videos and things like that. Or you can upload a video if you feel like you have something to contribute. Next one will be Minnow, which is actually formerly Jelly Telly, which I had on here for a while, but they updated it. And the subscription prices are not too bad. They were $6.99 a month. I think they're now Minnow is actually, $6.99 a month, so not too bad. This is where Phil Vischer, the creator of VeggieTales, this is his website for streaming videos, and you get VeggieTales as well as a couple other Christian-based shows here. So pretty cool. Kids, parents, families, everything that you need to know. And there's the people of Minnow. So next after that is PureFlix, which is just kind of like a more safe version of Netflix, perhaps. And this one's going to be a little more pricey, more close to Netflix, so about $10.99 a month or $100 a year, pretty well. But they have lots of good shows. I actually used a free trial, and I think even had it for maybe 1 month after that. So I have had this, and you can have a free trial, and then you can find all the great, they have lots of Christian movies for just family, and then they have some kid stuff as well. But I really enjoyed this alternative to Netflix in terms of finding good things to watch. And some of them are just inspirational, not super heavy on the Christian, if you know what I mean. But again, good Christian movies, and again, a free trial, and you can pay monthly for that or yearly. The next one is Netflix Kids. Again, if you already have Netflix, you can just go to the Netflix Kids side of it and kind of find what you want there. Again, there's going to be lots of things on Netflix, so it's going to be really great to have that in terms of options. But again, it's maybe not, they're not going to be the most Catholic friendly or Christian friendly out there. Just from my experience, I was a Netflix person for about 2 or 3 years, or maybe even longer. And after having kids, it kind of seemed like it wasn't the best option for us. So go with your own gut on that one. PBS Kids, again, these are really educational, and most of them I don't have a problem with. A few of them have questionable things that they teach, and just, again, go with your gut, what your family is okay with, what you're okay with your kids seeing. Here you can kind of play games and see what's going on there. PBS Kids app, you can get the PBS Kids video app on your iPad or your phone, and it will gives you all of the shows from PBS Kids right on your app. And then here's the PBS Kids games that they can also use if you want them to be more game centered around educational games. But let's look at Formed. Formed is also a really great alternative to Netflix. I think it includes way, way more than PureFlix does in terms of actual, I'll say Catholic content. In terms of actual Catholic content, you're going to get the best Catholic content with Formed, as I can see it. If you look and see if your parish has Formed, a lot of times they'll tell you about it, but you can sign up through your parish and get all of these amazing videos on Lent, reflections. I'm going to scroll through kind of quickly, but movie night about their saint movies and sacrament movies, Bible studies, faith formation. There's a kids section. There's topics that are trending in today's world and how we look at them as Catholics. There's things for youth programs. I'm going so fast, these aren't loading. Modern day saints of history. So this is going to be really a great support to faith formation. And I really, I'm really excited about this. And I pray and hope that my church will keep this for a long time, but that we are able to access it for free. You can sign up on your own, but it costs $10 a month or $100 a year. So if you go for the year option, you do save about $20. But the cool thing about this is you get all these different things. Plus, it actually works with a Roku. I think that's how you say it. Actually works with the Roku little stick or the box that you get. So it's pretty cool. And it also works with your PBS, Disney, Formed, and Netflix. So maybe a good idea to get one of those to access all of the good stuff from all these different apps and TVs and sites. So there it is, my quick, not so quick rundown of shows for Catholic kids.